Hi everyone, and welcome to my capstone proposal presentation. For those that may not know me, my name is Megan Krieger. A little bit more about me. I am an Art 1 teacher at St. Scholastica Academy in Covington, which is my alma mater. I have been teaching for 4 years. I obtained my bachelor's degree in art education from the University of Louisiana at Lafayette. And when I'm not at school or at work, I run a cookie business with my mom called Krieger Cookies. The 3 images at the bottom of the screen are 3 artworks that I've created during this graduate program that I'm very proud of and wanted to share with you. Moving on to my capstone title and topic, my title is Women Are Artists Too, creating a 9th grade art curriculum for an all-girls school that focuses on women in art. So I'll be focusing on curating a new Art 1 curriculum that includes women artists to represent the student body and school community where I currently teach, which is an all-girls school. I will discuss artists such as those shown on the screen, amongst others from Louisiana as well, to kind of make the personal connection a bit stronger. So to discuss more of why this is important to me, simply enough, change needs to happen. More specifically for the Art 1 curriculum at my school. It has not changed since I was a student there, which I graduated in 2017, which was not that long ago, but the project had been the same for probably 15 plus years. The 2 images on the screen are projects that I completed while I was a 9th grader in high school, and my students are still completing these same projects today. And though they're great, doing the same mundane projects and learning about the same only male artist gets boring, not only for me but for my students. And I think it's time for change to happen, and I think it's important for my students to see women artists in the classroom, because I feel like it can inspire them to pursue a career in art, and a lot this year have expressed interest in that, so I think it's more important now than ever to make this change happen. Moving forward, my research questions are: how can I effectively incorporate women artists into a 9th grade art curriculum at an all-girls school? How do I best research women artists to utilize in a 9th grade art curriculum that represent my students at an all-girls school? And what contemporary art teaching strategies work best in a 9th grade art curriculum in an all-girls school? Moving on to the literature review highlights, though a lot of what I read was super useful, 3 really stood out to me. Aspergen discussed how to represent women in art, and though it talked more in a museum sense, I feel it still can be applied to education. Basically discussing how overlooked women artists of the past can influence how we think about art history, when women in fact have always been artists and for various reasons have been neglected, not only in educational settings but in other settings as well. Secondly, Hamlin and Furso talked about contemporary teaching strategies, and a big thing that they hit on was letting the world into the classroom, which I feel like is very important for my topic, because I want my girls to see how women artists are influencing the world and how their interests are relating to their artworks. And I feel like it'll connect nicely to the curriculum that I'm trying to create. They also discussed the opportunities of more self-expression, communication through art, and how to address meaningful questions, allowing for collaboration and play within the classroom. Lastly, Stuart talked about the considerations when creating and focusing on curriculum development. Again, talked a lot about having the child at the center focus, so curriculum planning that involves an assessment of the student's needs, interests, and the community around them. And then 3 key terms that stood out throughout my research were feminist art, gender norms, and contemporary strategies. When discussing research methodology, I have landed on a case study with a focus on curriculum development. So I'll be focusing on how to develop a curriculum and how to expand upon the process in a way that allows for the information that I gather to be used even after the case study is complete, because the world is ever changing, and so I want to continuously be adding to what I find. My subject for my research will be the new curriculum that I'm creating, alongside with the guidance of my own experiences and exploration. My research site will be mainly online and within my personal spaces such as home and work. I will be looking at websites and databases at information that is already readily available. Next, my research focus will be incorporating women artists into a 21st century art curriculum. I will review other materials that are already out there while looking at my own teaching practices and experiences. So when it comes to collecting the data, as I said, I will be using existing information from the UF library, teacher websites, other curriculums from different states and districts. Again, I will reflect on my own experiences, and I will also be keeping a journal to record my ideas and figure out and map out which artists to include within this new curriculum. I plan to collect data and analyze it over the 6-week period. That way I'm fully able to look at data, analyze, reflect, and allow myself to create a new curriculum for my capstone. When it comes to analyzing the data, I will be looking at my current teaching style and curricular models. Amongst those, I find out throughout research, and I will be looking for reoccurring themes and any patterns that stick out. And to quickly discuss the two images on the screen, the one in blue is the current Art 1 curriculum that I work with, and it's very just cut and dry, going over the elements of art, not much else there. And the other image is the Louisiana Believes Art 1 curriculum that has not been updated since 1992 and only discussed 16 women artists out of the 162 mentioned. Moving forward, I will meet with my capstone committee. I have already reached out to them, so I am excited to see when we'll be able to meet and discuss and present my proposal. I will create a timeline, that way I am able to keep myself on track as well as my capstone committee. Once that's all set, I will begin research, and then once all my research and analyzing and everything is complete, I will be creating a new curriculum. So I'm excited for this next step, and thank you for watching.